Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Three Spurs Boys.
And welcome to Off the Pitch. Not our usual Off the Pitch today, though, guys. Normally, we bring in people from other football channels, other Spurs-related people, other football-related people, but today we're going in a different direction. We wanted to bring you something that we felt was very important. The people that we're bringing on, the message that they're trying to send out to the world that we feel is very important to be shared, especially with the younger generation, because these are the people that are going to make the difference. The guys that we're bringing on are the trendsetters. They're the ones that are paving the roads, clearing the paths so that these guys can walk a better path, have a clearer life, have more in life to be positive about, to do positive things with. So we would love for you to join us in welcoming our dear friends from the Open Peace podcast, Amir and Abood.
Oh, guys. What an entry. What an entry.
Beautiful.
Abood, I feel so humbled, man.
I love that. Beautiful.
He worked on that all night for you guys.
Incredible.
Good afternoon to you, gentlemen, all the way across the world. And here you are in our home with us today, bringing your message of peace and love into our home, sharing it with my children, which is very near and dear to my heart, obviously, because, well, they're mine. But the fact that we're going to be able to share this with everybody else out there and let them know the importance of the messages that you guys are sending. Hopefully they're being received. And even if you can make a difference with one person's life can be altered, changed, and made more positive. That is an accomplishment as far as I'm concerned. So we're going to get right into this, boys. Thank you again for joining us and taking the time out to join us. Normally, we have a structure. Everybody knows the structure to our show. Those of you that have watched us before, we normally have a little roulette kind of thing where we do the questions and everything where we all shift. But today, we're going to change the structure a little bit. Today, I'm going to go through my questions because I feel what the message these fine young gentlemen are bringing to us is very important. And we want to get to that first. We want to make sure that we're covering all of that, the aspect of what they are doing, what they're trying to achieve first. And then from there, we can move on and get into a little bit of silliness and have a little bit of fun. And I know Abood is so excited to come on and talk about Tottenham and Tottenham only. He's been studying up on his football knowledge. He's got all the books ready beside him, and he's an encyclopedia and a wealth of knowledge when it comes to Tottenham. So, guys, Amir, I'll start with you on this one. Open Peace Podcast. Please explain to me the name of the show and why you made this channel.
Sure thing. First of all, I must say that the whole creation of the channel was a collective, and me and Abood are part of a team, a wider team of friends, Israelis. We also have a secret silent Palestinian partner as well, who's involved in the whole project. And the main idea of doing this podcast was to promote a more peaceful environment. You know, as you may know, the conflict here has been raging since we were born, basically, but way before we were born, actually, you know, like 100 years. We were born into this conflict, and unfortunately, you know, we've seen a lot of things in our short amount of time that we've been living, and we want to see something different for the new generation. So, you know, the little K's and the big K's of Israel and Palestine, we want to see them grow up in a better way than how we had it and generations before us. So the main idea of coming together is getting Israelis and Palestinians together for the simple kind of mission of just talking, just having a discussion and seeing different issues from different angles, understanding what problems we have and how we can try and solve them. We've had a really nice guy, Rafi, who him and a Palestinian friend came up with their own peace plan, and we presented it and we discussed it and we talked about it. So it's all about building like a foundation for peace. That's the way I see it. You know, we've kind of rushed into peace deals before, hasn't quite worked. And I think it's because the foundation hadn't been laid beforehand, and the peoples need to get to know each other. Reconciliation needs to be done, and a planning for a better future. Basically, that's the best way I would describe why and how we got set up. And we started it during was it during the Corona period, Abood? I think it was when it
Yeah,
just started. Yeah,
2000, about 2020 in
yeah,
November. So
yeah.
So it's more recent, and behind the scenes there we were discussing something, and what you just touched on, the fact that you're trying to change the world, and we over here in basically Western society don't appreciate truly what's going on over there because we see media images and everything, and well, we see the most extreme, and we kind of just
yeah,
eventually we turn away from it because we just assume it's the same thing over and over and over. But there is harsh realities to what is happening. Simple things in life cannot be enjoyed. You were discussing now, Abood, your dear friend Amir could not make it to your wedding.
right. See, there's when you come to the Holy Land here, you start realizing that it's almost like there's two parts. There's the Palestinian part, there's the Israeli part, and those who are on any side cannot exactly access the other side that easily. And what happens is, for example, when Amir wants to visit me, he has to go through, like for example, Palestinian villages and cities. And I have a lot of Palestinian friends. I have to admit, they're very nice and they're awesome. But at the same time, there are some dangers that someone might get into. Like, for example, if you would be mistaken to be, let's say, an Israeli in the middle of one Palestinian city, and there's the wrong guy who thinks you're like an enemy, that's where things become dangerous. And Amir is like, he when he wanted to come to Nablus, Shechem is one of those cities that are like a little bit harder to access to Israelis, and it's crazy because he's only like 40 minutes away, right? Like literally 40 minutes away.
Literally a quick drive.
Right.
Well, what for us would be a quick drive. Put on a suit, put on your Sunday best, as they like to say over here. Hop in the car, off you go. You have a good time. But
True.
that 45-minute drive for you is not 45 minutes.
It's not 45 minutes. And one time I was like, actually, I almost got shot by soldiers also because of, I make it sound like this region is kind of like always on fire. It's not really like that, but there are certain occasions where like you might get misunderstood or you might get into situations where you're not very safe. But this happened really like 10 minutes away from my home, right? So the podcast that we made was really one step that we believed, like you said, even changing one person can save like many people's lives. Really.
Definitely.
I mean,
100%.
that's what I like. One of the reasons why I also joined the podcast. So,
well, as far as I'm concerned, if you can instill positivity into one person or take negativity out of a person, how is that not an accomplishment? Because if you can make a person's soul, their spirit, the reason for being more important, better, more significant, they're gonna contribute positively to society, and that's all we want really. Because we're let's face it, we're absolutely bombarded with negativity. Media does not write a story about an old, like for instance, everybody in the community knows I'm a bus driver, so nobody's gonna ever post a story about me getting out of my bus, walking across the street to help that 90-year-old lady across the street to get on my bus. But if I hit that lady with my bus,
you don't hear a lot of news about
camera. I'm sorry, but
you don't hear a lot of good. You don't hear a lot of news about a good Samaritan. Barely.
No, good news doesn't sell. Unfortunately, that's the reality of it. Good news doesn't sell. So that being said, guys, I'll start with you on this one, Abood. Then what would you like to achieve from your channel? What is your ultimate goal?
Right. First of all, when we started the idea of the open peace, it wasn't really a podcast anyway. It was just really meetings where we used to have those Zoom meetings, and we want to talk about what might help the world get into get along, really get into more peace. And we realized from our conversations that we're like, wow, so this is, wait a second, so we're like communicating and this is a beautiful platform, and we're having amazing discussions that could really change a person's, opinions about whatever, whoever, right? So we realized that using YouTube as a platform or a podcast, where you can like have one video reach millions, that is crazy, because 100 years ago or 200 years ago, in order to reach a million people, that was like something almost impossible. Really, it took you a lot of times, but now
You
one
physically
video,
have to go to 1 million people.
yeah, 100%, and make sure they would hear you, and that would be really hard. So I think we have a beautiful platform that we can use, and we know that peace today is something that people think is like impossible to not impossible. It's really hard to achieve, and there's a lot of border like challenges. They're right about that, but we also believe that we have to start somewhere, and that's where we believe is the podcast can do something of that of that caliber, I think so.
Amir, anything you'd like to add to that? What would you like to see achieved?
I mean, I think Abood summed it up. If we can have an influence, if we can change hearts and minds of even that one person who may have been a bit radical or a bit extreme in the views on whatever side, and it doesn't even have to be related to our conflict. It could be to do with Russia and Ukraine, or in Ethiopia, or wherever there's conflict raging. To understand that there's two sides to things, and that the best outcome for humanity, for us as people that live here and want to have good lives, is to have and live peaceful lives together. And we're definitely feeling that we're having an effect. It would just be nice to get like a little bit more exposure, which you're helping us greatly here tonight, Bobby. And it's what is difficult is that we're battling on YouTube, right? Which is a tough platform to be on when you're dealing with celebrities and millions of subscribers. And what we're doing is very, very niche. We're talking about peace, and we're getting, Palestinians and Israelis together. Not everyone's interested in that, which is fine. It's, which we understand completely. But we do want to try and make and create a community of people that are, thinking the same when it comes to how to create a foundation for peace. Because at the end of the day, it kind of needs to come at two different levels. The first level is at the people to people level, like if you like the street level, so that people can accept each other. And I would say that a lot of people are already living like that over here. A lot of Jews and a lot of Arabs are peaceful people within themselves, and they get along with each other and with any other person. And if you go to any hospital in Israel, you could be treated by somebody who's Jewish, somebody who's Arab, and it doesn't.
You're right, Amir. Much more than many people think. So,
yeah, exactly.
Like much more people want that.
Much more people than you'd think. Yeah, much more people than you think are already living like that. And then there's the next level. That's the political level. Now, me and Abood, we're not politicians. We don't have anything to do with that political level. But we can help at that starting foundation level. So,
right.
We're going to do what we can do. Abood's family and his tradition, they haven't left the land in over 3,000 years, which is absolutely incredible if you're asking me. And I really do think that the connection to the land here of all the peoples and the love of the land and the nature and the sites and the archaeological wonders and everything that this place has to offer.
Breathtaking, yeah.
Yeah, it's breathtaking. Hopefully that will help unite as well, and taking care of the land together, both Israelis and Palestinians together, and making sure that future generations can have a good time over here.
You're right, Amir. And like speaking about the like my family's traditions and my community's traditions, I think one key, like there's many keys to peace, but one key is probably people having, people being good Samaritans, like the example you said when you're in a bus and you're helping. And speaking about the Good Samaritan, a lot of people don't know like the story behind the Good Samaritan is actually a nation that was called Samaritans. And one guy happened to cross from the south from the north to the south, which was like from the Samaritan kingdom to the Jewish kingdom. and he happened to find a fellow Jew who was really injured and between life and death, and he helped him anyway. See, he was called the Good Samaritan because there was a stigma that all of the other Samaritans were bad and they wouldn't help a Jewish person. But that was not the case, and like that's where my community also like kind of the word Samaritan comes from. So we try to be kind of like an example of that. So, and it's really simple. It's beautiful to help, I think, and some people underestimate. It really feels good to do really simple things like we mentioned. So.
Well, what's refreshing to somebody like me is seeing guys your age, at your young age, invest this time and commitment into something other than yourselves, because we have become a very selfish society all around the world. I first, I first, I first. You guys have thrown that to the wayside completely. And like you just said, this isn't about Israelis and Palestinians only. It's about even getting along with your neighbor beside you on the street you live on, no matter what country you're in, no matter what city you're in. Now, that kind of leads me into what I was going to ask you guys next. A lot of people say that over the years that peace is a myth. The world has never been at peace. We've always been unsettled. Since the conception of man, we have always had some form of a battle by nature, man to man, against something, against the elements. Do you guys believe that statement that the world has truly never been at peace? And do you ever think we will ever see true peace in our lifetime?
Oh boy, you can write a book about this question. It's a beautiful question. But if I wanted to give you like the most important thing for me when it comes to like believing in peace, I used to believe that it's impossible, especially because I live in a region where we really have a thirst for peace here, really, and it's really hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, like they say.
Yeah.
But when I see in front of my eyes, I saw examples of people really completely changing their mind towards the other side. Like, for example, I've seen Israelis and Palestinians get on each other, like really rage against each other. You did this. No, you did that. No, we own the city. No, you own the city. They let it all out in front of me. I was just watching, and it was really not easy to watch. But then, after letting this all out, I'm not joking, they actually became very good friends. And even until today, they became really good friends and they visit each other, and their political views might be a little bit different, but they do not have the hate maybe perhaps that they had. And that gave me hope. It might not be that easy for the world to achieve full peace. That's like something, like you said, that's why many people believe it's really hard, but I do believe it's possible. So.
Well, you saw it, like you said, firsthand. You saw one person change,
Right?
And that's a stepping stone. Like they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. So let's start building our foundation first, and then we're getting to the roof. Right.
And also, what I also like is, if it's not for you, it's for the next generation. Like, you plant the seed so that the next generation will have to sit under the shade of that tree, which you might not sit.
Put. Well put. Very well put. Amir, how do you feel about that? Do you think peace is a myth? It's not a true notion?
Oh, it's definitely not a myth. It's definitely not a myth. It's something that, even if we're forgetting about war and between countries and peoples and tribes, just think about inner peace for a minute. Think about that moment in your life where you felt calm, you felt relaxed, you felt good. That inner feeling of peace is something that we want to generate for more and more people and spread that out to the outer world. Now, with regards to peace between countries and nations and politics and tribes and all these kinds of things, of course it's possible. There's a proven track record, just as proven as Harry Kane's goal scoring record. You've got history of peace deals, right? The British and Irish fought for 800, 700 years, however long it was. Now there was the Good Friday Agreements, and things are better. The Swedish and Danish, who now are like best friends, also fought each other for 400 years. We're not dealing in something that is abstract and impossible to fix. There's ways of doing it, and there's ways of making it happen. It's a process. It's not something you can just jump into and suddenly it's there. It's not like signing a new player and bringing in Richarlison for 50, 60 million. It's a process. It's going to take time. It's going to be painful. Like Abood said, when he saw the change in the people, he saw the pain come out of both the Palestinians and the Israelis, because everybody here that has been involved in the conflict is traumatized in some way. Now, you might not want to admit it, you might not want, but everyone, it's touched everyone's lives in some way, in some shape, in some form. Even this last weekend, so there was a ceasefire announced yesterday, I think it was.
3 days, right?
There was 3-4 days of fighting. There was 3-4 days of rockets flying in the air, people running to shelters, Gaza being bombed, arrests being made where Abood lives, very close to where Abood is.
Yeah, it was some things going on today. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. Yeah, there's a lot been going on, Abood. Yeah. And that's why we've seen it all before, and it's just repeat. When like a disc gets stuck on repeat, it's worth seeing that again and again. And me and Abood and many others are just fed up with it. Absolutely fed up. We want a brighter future. I can even tell you, Bobby, a very common thing in Israel when we were kids that we would hear is like, when you're big, you're not going to need an army. Everything's going to be peaceful and lovely and happy and no worries. Well, I'm big, and nothing's changed. It's all still the same. If anything, maybe things have gotten worse, I would say, in the last 20 years. So the need to build this foundation is key. It's really,
you guys are doing it the right way, because like Abood already touched on, now you're in a platform where you have access to millions of people at the touch of a button. So it's just a matter of the right person getting a hold of the video, or the right person getting behind your message and supporting it and encouraging it and getting it out there into the media. Because let's face it, the media is not going to naturally pick up on a feel-good story. But if the right person is behind it, somebody with some clout, maybe an actor, a singer, an athlete, somebody of some merit, basically, that's not an average everyday person like ourselves, then you get the steam you needed. And to me, that's kind of sad, because a message like this that's so important, that's going to affect not only me in my age, my father, my children, like it's a generational message. This is a lifetime message that needs to be passed on. We're not just talking about, like you jokingly touched on there, Amir, we're not just talking about Harry Kane and one player right now. We're talking about the ability to change people's lives, the world around them, the future for people, and basically their outlook on what would be more fulfilling life, instead of living in hatred and anger and frustration. And you end up closing your eyes. You almost put on blinders because you get used to this negativity, this black cloud around you, that you almost forget what the sun looks like. And that's why, to me, you guys are just absolutely so inspiring. I'm honestly truly behind what you guys are doing, and I think what you're doing is absolutely fantastic. It's so selfless, and it's just such a fantastic thing to be doing. As a father, I applaud you for getting this message out there, for making sure that you're making the world a better place for my children and other people's children. So God bless you both for that. I really do appreciate that.
Thank you.
Last question I'm going to throw at you guys in the serious realm before we have a little game with you now is that, unfortunately, we did just quickly touch on with the media aspect of things, and how the fact that unless you're somebody prominent, your voice is almost falling on deaf ears. Do you think that this natural greed that we have as humans, the natural greed that these media conglomerates, that these publishing companies, and these people that provide the world this information have, do you think people's natural greed will overrule their ability to put humanity in front of profit?
That's a very good question, Bobby. That's a very good question.
It is beautiful, and I think it's kind of has correct me if I'm wrong, but it has something to do with people's ego, and their personal achievements, and not personal achievements, but people will never get enough of having power over other people sometimes, like certain people. And I think that is one of the challenges of peace, because, for example, one president of a country can not agree for a peace deal just because it might not serve him or anyone else's
or his
Yeah.
friends,
Or
his friends, his
people that
interests.
support his campaign or her
Yeah.
campaign.
or his campaign. Yeah, and that it does take selflessness to do that, like you said. Like so, it's definitely a good question.
Abood, thank you for answering first as well, because I've had time to think about it, and I actually think
that's a good team. That's good teamwork there.
really good. Really, thanks for that, Abood. I think that greed is actually what is stopping it from happening now. So even if you're looking at if it's personal greed or if it's like if you like tribal or national greed that everyone wants in the Middle East, there's been wars raging here for a very long time all over this territory, and it's always been empires and tribes, everyone fighting each other, and everyone's wanted it all, and nobody's been able to have it all. It's about sharing. At the end of the day, you've got many different people groups that live and different religions that live in this region. There's Christians, there's Jews, there's Muslims, there's Turkmen, there's Kurds, there's Palestinians, there's Israelis, there's Egyptian. There's a whole big mix of people here, and it's about sharing things in a way that will lead to peace. And
Mhm.
the greediness, if you like, of certain individuals and organizations is definitely the reason that it's not happening. So in a weird way, Bobby, you've kind of got the equation for us there of how to, if we can hit that, if we can tackle that greed issue, then maybe we have a chance. Maybe we do have a real chance if we can tackle that.
Well, I'm just going to leave you with a little quick video you can clip and hopefully forward out there somewhere. So if any of you celebrities, any of you musicians, any of you politicians, any of you prominent people of the world want to really support peace, want to support a good message, want to support a positive cause, help these boys over at the Open Peace Podcast get their message out. Okay? For the love of God, for the love of humanity, for the love of our future, for our children, for their children's children, spread the proper messages. Stop worrying about flogging a frigging laundry detergent or some sports gear or something like that. Send a true message. Send a real message that's going to be received and used and make an effect, a ripple effect potentially.
Right.
Please, if you're out there and you have a few moments, give it to them. Please.
Thank you. And I just want to
get over there.
podcast, right?
Go ahead, Abood.
And I just wanted to add one more thing. I think a lot of people today, they take this notion of peace as something like soft and being like kind of like like softy, and I think it takes more courage and like more power to make peace, I think, and a lot of people underestimate that.
I agree with you, Abood, because like they say, it's harder to apologize to your enemy than it is to raise a hand to him.
Right. Good point.
It's harder to shake your enemy's hand than it is to throw a fist at him. So that's just been human nature for a very long time. We've allowed that to consume us. So it's like I said, guys like you that need to spread the proper message, and people like us receive that message. No point in spreading the message if it's not being received. So we need to receive it as well and act on it. So I'm hoping that what you are doing is fully achieved, and you got 3 big supporters over here that are hoping that you guys are at 50 million subscribers by the next time we speak, and you've got Sacha Baron Cohen coming on himself and supporting the message there. Sure. So we're really, really hoping for big things for you guys. Okay, so God bless you. Keep it up. I think we're going to take a little deep breath now.
Sure.
Because we are off the pitch, gentlemen. We are off the pitch. So which means when we do off the pitch, we try to have a little bit of fun with our guests too. So now that we've got the heavy load and the hard questions out of the way, I think it's time for you guys to have a little game. Bless you. Whoa. And I got to find go find the big guy in your head because I think he just blew that one off.
Bobby, in Hebrew, when someone sneezes, we say la briut, and what it basically means is for your health, for your health.
La briut?
La briut.
Yeah. La briut.
La briut. With a
La briut.
Yeah, perfect.
La briut.
Perfect.
There you go.
Perfect.
And don't labrihoot on me over there. Well, guys, the little man has a game for you. Should I do the explanation or are you going to do it? You want me to do the explanation? No problem, buddy. It's called Quickfire. Very, very simple game. He's going to give you two choices. You pick one.
Ooh.
He comes up with his own point system, which nobody in the world, no mathematician has figured out yet. We haven't figured it out, and I honestly don't think he knows what it is, really, and he makes it up as he goes along. But every time I say that, I end up sleeping with one eye open, so of course you know what you're doing, son. Gentlemen, are you ready for quick fire?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
First question. Eric Dyer or Kangman Son?
Song, definitely. 100%.
Is I don't know an answer?
You both got to answer at the same time. Whoever spits it out as quick as he can.
Okay.
He basically gives you 5 seconds, depending on the speed of
Okay.
your answer, is how your points are determined. I
Okay.
think that's part of it.
Sure.
Sure.
All right. Eric Dyer or Kangman Son?
They both said something.
Eric.
Oh, Abood said Dyer?
I said Eric.
Oh,
Eric Dyer.
Dyer? Yeah, and
Interesting.
Amir already said Sonny. So
Interesting.
Sure.
you won't know this, but his favorite player is Sonny, and the big fella.
No, you owe me $10.
This
You
is
said
done.
nobody was ever gonna say Eric Dyer.
I owe you $10 because
Oh my
you're
God,
right.
you
I did.
actually-
I do. Yes,
You're
I did
welcome.
say once that nobody will ever say Dyer. So okay, write the points here. We did this last time. Hello.
Yeah, but it's two
Right there.
people.
Yeah. So then write one in pencil, one in pen. There you go. It's quick fire, son. You got to get quicker at this.
Gotta be quick.
I'm just not gonna count it. I'll do it all.
Yeah, make up your points at the end. You make them
Yep.
up anyways. We know you do.
The color yellow or the color blue?
Blue.
Blue.
Dude, they're Spurs fans. What did you think they were going to pick? Your favorite color?
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Marvel.
Yeah.
They both get bonus points for that?
99 million.
99 million. Wow. The previous record was 38.
Whoa.
3,800.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Apple juice or orange juice?
Orange juice. Definitely.
Focus. We'll go for that.
The orange juice.
Not happy with
The
that.
orange juice.
Not happy with that.
Pizza or pasta?
Pizza.
Yeah.
wow.
Pizza or
Whoa.
pasta?
Well, I love the way they both smiled giving that answer. They both said pizza.
Those are pizza?
Oh yeah.
Anything.
And food.
Roses or sunflowers?
Roses.
What was that? Roses or sunflowers?
Yeah.
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 Sunflowers, definitely.
I like the smell of roses. Yeah, like sometimes.
I like the seeds of the sunflower. That's why I'm going with the sunflower.
They're
Does-
pretty.
Being in the desert or surviving in the jungle?
Desert all day long. That's where I'm
Ooh.
from.
I love the desert. Yeah, same.
Pretty sure if you want to change the scenery.
Do you know what? I haven't been living there the past, decade. So to be honest, I would love to go back to the desert, Bobby. I would. I love it down there. I love the vibes. I love the weather.
Amazing.
I love those
Pace of life, I'm
landscapes.
sure, is slower.
Oh, so relaxed, and the fresh air as well. That dry, like over here, it's very humid, right? Tel Aviv, the whole coastal plain of Israel is very humid, so you're always sweating during the day in the summer when it's hot.
Yeah.
But in the desert, you can go down to the Dead Sea or Elat, and it's just dry heat, and you're in 40 degrees. It's hot, but it's nice.
There's no sweat. Yeah.
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 Well, there's only one way for us to find out what Amir means is by popping on a plane and going over there and letting him show us both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on.
gee.
Oh, yeah.
I do.
Oh no, I meant all three of us are good. Yeah,
Oh.
we'll all go.
Yalla.
That's just us
Yalla.
all. Yeah. Go on.
You know,
Long hair? Would you rather have long hair or be bald?
Ooh, long hair.
how long are we talking?
But how long?
Long, like to here.
Ah.
Down to your shoulders.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
damn.
go
Okay.
for it. Long hair. Yeah, long hair.
They both pick long hair.
I'll go long hair too.
But yeah, we figured that one out from with you. Two more, come on.
PlayStation or Xbox?
Ooh.
PlayStation.
PlayStation. I think it's
PlayStation.
more smooth.
Yeah. Good answer.
Deadpool or Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Spider-Man as well. I think Spider-Man. Yeah.
Amir got negative
Guys,
points
Amir got -2. Why?
because he took too long.
He took too long? Yeah, but he was thinking about the answer. He wanted to give you a concrete answer, and he knew it was the last question.
Yeah.
But you gave him 50 bonus points here, so you still got
Abood,
40.
it looks like you smoked me, Abood, man.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
just
yeah,
took
was it?
Do we have a winner? Do we have a winner?
No.
We don't have a winner yet? Are you tallying the points? Okay,
Yeah.
points tally's coming here.
awesome.
No, he's tallying the points right now. Yeah.
I'm kind of nervous, Abood. Are you?
I got you, bro. I get you.
Oh, God.
I expected a Tesla or a Lamborghini question.
Ooh.
There's more games coming.
Man. What would you actually take, Abood, if someone gave you a choice right now?
Well, a Tesla.
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
Brito bought one, by the way.
All right.
Brito's got a Tesla.
Yeah, I'll tell you more about it. He's like, he got it in 2 months.
Amazing, bro. He needs to come down and take me for a spin.
Sure. Sure.
We've got a winner.
Mhm.
We got a winner.
So, Abood had 6.9 trillion points, but Amir edged it with 7 trillion points.
Congratulations, Amir.
The Eric Dyer thing kind of.
No, Abood wins.
Oh, that's right. You gave just because Abood said Eric Dyer, you docked him.
Wow.
man. That first question, Abood.
Now we know.
You know what? He's just bitter because Dyer had a better performance last game than Sonny did.
Great goal. Great goal. too.
Still,
Great
I
goal.
think that's a lot of points. So
Now we'll get into the harder stuff. Big K is taking over the mic.
Uh-oh.
Now that we're on the
Come over here.
top. Come over here. Over where?
You go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
That chair always made me look short. Now I can show you guys how tall I am.
Yeah. Everybody else thinks that you're shorter than me. They don't realize you're 4 feet taller than I am.
He's head and shoulders above you, Bobby.
Sorry?
He's head and shoulders above you.
6'2", 15. He's gonna be 16 in a few weeks.
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
Incredible.
I keep telling their mom to stop feeding them, but she won't listen.
Yeah, what's in that food in Canada, man? Send
Telling
it
you,
this
but
way.
you got to see them. Amir, all the kids over here are big, and they're not like when we were kids. They're not just tall and skinny. They're big, like they're built like men. You
They're
gotta see his
built,
football
yeah.
team. You gotta see half the
Wow.
kids on his football team. I'm looking up at all of them when I'm doing the coaches talk and stuff. It's
Seriously?
hilarious, man.
Awesome.
All 14, 15, 16, massive. All massive.
Wow.
We got
Incredible.
Christian?
Now that we're on the topic of Tottenham, what player would you say stood out for Tottenham against Southampton?
Who are you asking first?
Amir.
So look, I think on all the Tottenham channels, everyone's spoken about Kulusevski and Sessegnon, who had amazing games in their own right. So I'd like to mention someone that hasn't been spoken about a lot, and that's Rodrigo Bentancur, because I just think he was phenomenal in that midfield. Phenomenal. He linked up the play, his silky touches, his battling for the ball back. I really, really think that this guy is going to be a superstar for us this season. And I was lucky enough back in February when we first signed Kulusevski and Bentancur to be at the Brighton FA Cup game. And when I saw the first two for the first time on the pitch, I was like, my eye was drawn to Bentancur, and it was like, wow, who is this guy? And obviously Kulusevski just came in and blew the Premier League, a whole new level, because the amount of assists and goals that he got in that short space of time helped us get top four. So I'd like to kind of especially mention Bentancur, but also obviously Kulusevski, Sessegnon, they had fantastic performances too.
What about you, Abood?
Oh, I'm sorry. I actually do not know a lot of players from that team. I mean, if,
Okay, you
You could just
just
double up on Amir, or just say Eric Dyer again. That'll give you.
but I
massive
do
brownie
know
points.
Amir has like fantastic knowledge about football. Whatever he said is probably true. So I know I feel his passion for football. So.
Bless you, Abood. Bless you, brother.
So now you should ask Abood this question just to mix things up and put a little pressure on him because he's looking too relaxed there. He's looking too relaxed.
For sure. For sure.
What do you think Spurs can achieve this season? Abood.
Briskin?
Pardon?
Oh, okay.
So
So is that the same guy that Amir talked about?
no, he's saying, what do you think Tottenham, the team itself, can achieve this season?
Oh,
Where do you think they could finish in the table?
Yeah.
All right. So
We'll make it simple. We'll just let you pick a table spot.
All
1
right,
to
all
20, buddy.
Is that like? Do you think they have? Are we talking about also the Champions League? Do you think they?
We
have
can talk about the Champions League as well,
You're
Abood.
comfortable with Abood?
Definitely.
Sure. I mean, I have a few Samaritan friends who like this team and who passionately watch it. So I think they have a good chance because they've been really, enthusiastic about the whole season. I mean, I hear their screams. They're like some of them are my neighbors. So I think they have a shot. Sure.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear, Abood.
Now a detailed answer from Amir.
Yep.
So
No. We're not going to make it that easy on you, Amir, because if Abood's going to shift most of the weight to you and the burden to you, then we need a specific spot in the table, a specific spot in Champions League. We need an answer for the EFL and the FA Cup, please.
And how many
Oh,
points?
you're
And what's the points? How many points are we going to get? What's the goal differential going to be at the end of the season? How's our home and away record going to be?
Who's gonna be the top goal?
We'll just make it simple. League table prediction, Champions League prediction, and
Do
you think we'll get a trophy? Yeah, there you go. You take it.
okay. So I'll start with the trophies because that's going to be the easiest for me, right? And I am confident that we will be having a parade down the high street and all our fans will be joyous and celebrating by the end of this season. What trophy that is, I can't put my finger on it. I'm not sure which one we're going to win, but I've got even a feeling that we're going to win two. I think good things comes in twos. And I've got a feeling that with Conte, with the squad that we've built, I'm very, very confident of us winning. And I think we're going to win two. We've got a track record of winning doubles in the past. We were the double winners. So I think we're getting a double. With regard to where we finish in the Prem, that's the hardest question of them all. I'd love to say first, Bobby. I would love to say first.
Say it, Amir. Say it. Do it. Go for it. You're Mr.
We're finishing
Positive.
first. We're winning the league.
Hey!
Oh, God, I've gone and done it after one game. I'm delusional.
That's okay. We like deluded. We like positive delusion around here. We live on. We feed on it. We
gotta believe.
That's
as long as
it.
it's
That's
positive
it.
delusion, we're
That's
good.
it, little K. You show them them muscles. You show them them Spurs muscles.
Showing that Spurs power, the power of the blue, baby, the power of the blue.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that's one trophy sorted. So Premier League, and then either of the other three we're going to take. Who knows which one? Who knows?
Fair enough.
Who is your favorite Spurs player?
And why?
Is this
And why?
this squad currently or all
Ever.
time?
Ever.
Ever. Look.
While he thinks of an answer, Abood, you want to say Teddy Sheringham?
So difficult.
Teddy Sheringham. Teddy sounds like a professional player. Sure.
Oh, he was good. He was good, Abood. Teddy
Although-
Sheringham was very good.
That is better.
No, you guys always bring your two favorite players up, man. Daddy needs a little bit of pull here. It's supposed to be the three Spurs boys.
Well, who scored the most recent? Not Sheringham.
that guy retired how long ago? Okay.
Point? That's what I thought.
The most recent goal? The most recent goal is Kulusevski's. Because he was the first one.
technically.
Out of all,
yeah.
out of all
Yeah,
these,
nice try. You asked the question. He gave you an
That's
answer.
me.
It was Decky. Yeah. So, Amir, you got an answer for us yet?
It's it's got to be. This is difficult for me because my love for Kane is way more than this guy. But in terms of talent and what I saw as a child, the magic of this man, David Ginola, the man, the Ooh La La, the It's Worth It from France. He was so silky on the ball. It was incredible. Abood, my uncle would take me to the matches and I would just see this guy. And it was almost as if he was dancing with the ball. Nobody could take it off him. He would just weave in and out of players and then boom, just kind of casually stroke it into the corner. Fantastic, phenomenal player. But he left us very early and went up north, didn't he? So that was very annoying.
Yeah.
Where you go?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he was phenomenal though. Abood,
Phenomenal.
any player that you can name drop for us? Anybody that you've ever seen play that actually just maybe took your breath away, even one game?
Sure. See, I do have like a few, like it's local. His name is Iran Zahavi. Really, he plays in Maccabi Tel Aviv. So heard about this soccer team. I think he's like a really. It's just beautiful to watch. When it comes to this famous classic, argument of, it's a cliche one, but it's like, is it Cristiano or Messi?
Yeah.
I love both. I think when it comes to like who is the more silkier one, I think Messi is more silkier, with the ball. Although Messi, Cristiano, I think is just a guy who like goes for the stamina. You feel like the guy has it in there, like he's like focused, super focused,
Greedy, ready to go for it all the time. Yeah.
So I like both.
Shots from halfway.
You got one more last question there for them.
Can you please give me 3 realistic transfer targets that you think we can get before the transfer window closes? And what are you doing?
Okay. We're still talking soccer, right?
Yeah.
Is the emphasis on that word realistic, or is it, can we just do a city?
Let's do. Well, you know what? I don't know why I'm talking. It's not my question.
Yeah, I'll say more realistic side.
Okay. So I don't know if it is that realistic, but I would have loved Kostic to come in at centre back.
Yeah, well, that was realistic. He was on our list.
Yeah.
I would love that guy. I mean, he's young, he fits the bill, he's strong, he's powerful, he's good with his feet. I definitely look at him. In terms of attacking midfield, I'd have to go with probably. It's got to be Maddison, right? It's got to be Maddison for what he did last season. It's got to be because he put in such good performances, scored lots of goals, assisted. And if you put him in the team with Kane, Song, Kulusevski around, Richarlison, I mean, you're just looking at pure firepower going forward. And if you even got those 2 players, I mean, we wouldn't even need a third. That for me would be enough. That for me would be enough.
There you go. See, the world needs to learn just from that moment there. We asked for 3, he gave us 2. Not only is he not being greedy, he's giving back.
Yeah.
True ambassador of peace.
For Abood, realistic is completely out of the picture. Whoever that
you can just pick 3
whoever
players.
you want.
Yeah, just pick 3 names. Yeah.
Wow. So can you give me options?
Yes. For defense, we could say Vardio. No, realistic.
No realistic.
Oh, with him, it's then you can pick it pretty much however you want. So Van Dijk,
De Bruyne,
Ramos had his prime.
Messi, Ronaldo.
Bastoni.
I like Marquinhos. PSG
Actually, I'd say Ronaldo's also a pretty good pick because he wants
Ronaldo,
for
Messi. No, we don't want Messi. Messi wouldn't fit in for a system, unfortunately.
Like I also like how and I think Neymar is cool.
Okay. Yep. You can take Neymar.
Oh, he plays attacking mid at PSG.
He plays attacking mid at PSG. Yep.
Yeah.
And we've already got some Brazilians, Abood, so he'd fit right in. We've got
there you go.
Emerson. Wait, who else? We've got more Brazil and Richarlison, of course. So he'd fit right in.
And Mora. Yeah.
Wait, we talked about defense or attack when you asked me.
Whatever you want.
Sure, because attack would be Neymar.
Yeah. Whatever you want. Any position you want, anywhere.
whatever you think could impact Tottenham and do it positively.
Are you asking for one more attacker?
Do we get two? How many do we get from him? So we gave him Van Dijk. He said Neymar, so one more. You want to help him out with that one? Me and the big guy helped him with the first one.
Yep.
You want to help? You want to help your new friend Abood there come up with a third answer?
He said Van Dijk, Neymar, and me, right?
Oh, clearly, Christian Kang. Yes,
I'm sure. You like.
Yes.
Sign him up. Sign him up.
He can play anywhere across the front line. Yeah. And
Get him in.
he's only good for the
Actually,
first half hour, though.
Bobby, I'll just get on the phone to Levy now and tell him he's, we do the deal, yeah?
No, because we want we want the transfer done before he's ready for retirement.
No worries.
He's 11 now, so if we start negotiation with Levy now, we might get a transfer offer by the time he's 34. Well, that is it, Big K, with you and your questions. You wrapped up already? So that means, come on.
I like
Give me my seat back.
It makes me look so big.
I know you like being taller than me, but I'm still a man of the house. I still get to be the boss for a little while longer.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you've got your game
It's
first.
time for me to
Your
disappear.
game first, and then you're gonna do your question. So at that point, you can gladly take my throne. Okay? I know you kids are anxious to get rid of me, but not yet. Okay, and not yet. Okay. You've got your.
Yep, okay.
Now this is called Gotta Go Fast. Very simple. He's just gonna say simple things to you, and you blurt out what your answer is. Right? Just simple one-liners like I don't know, your favorite dinosaur, something like that. You just blurt out whatever answer you feel like. The points don't matter, and he adds them up and tallies them however he sees fit. So clearly, give him the answers he likes. You win. Gentlemen, are you ready for Gotta Go Fast?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Are you ready for Gotta Go Fast?
Yes.
Okay, ready?
Ready?
Gotta go fast.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm back.
Let's do this.
All right. What's your guys' favorite TV show?
Oh, okay. Courage the Cowardly Dog used to be, but sorry, that's what came to my mind.
That's difficult.
So your generation might not know Courage the Cowardly Dog.
No, I don't.
Rick and Morty.
Oh, you know Rick and Morty.
I know Rick and Morty. I'm not allowed to watch it. But...
Good answer, Abood. That's bonus points.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go with anything with David Attenborough on it. Any nature show to do with that David Attenborough is narrating. I'm watching and I'm enjoying it. Definitely. So like, what was the one he did? Wild Earth, or I can't remember the name of it. Right?
He does everything with the Wild series. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did the Wild Underwater thing. I can't remember the exact name. Where he did the sharks and everything like that. That's phenomenal. The guy. You'll know who it is as soon as you hear it, because that's the shark one that we watched.
He's a British guy, Little K. He's like in his 90s, isn't he? And he's still out there.
He's
like,
that old?
Yeah. He's very old, man. Attenborough is getting into his 90s, definitely. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. What's your guys' favorite movie?
Ooh, I think it's got to be Apocalypto. Did you ever hear about it?
Yeah,
Apocalypto.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I don't know. There's something about it.
I'm gonna go with this one's not so PG for Little K, but it is hilarious. It is hilarious. Super Troopers. I don't know if anyone's seen
that. Oh my god! It's silly funny.
It's just a silly. It's just a silly movie.
There's a part 2.
I've seen the second one as well.
Part 2 is never as good as the first one. Though.
Never as good. No. They tried to redo
what genre is it?
Oh, it would be almost slapstick comedy, Abood.
Yeah,
like it's that really in your face kind of. It's the stupid comedy kind of thing where you almost it's almost impossible not to laugh because it's so stupid.
It's so silly.
Kind of thing. Yeah. Along those lines.
We gotta watch it, man. Super Troopers is so fun. Like me and my best friend in England, we still say lines from that movie to each other after like 15 years. Like when we
but you know what, Amir? That's like your own secret code then.
It
Because
really
you guys
is.
will say something to each other, not too many people will pick up on, right?
It's true.
Yeah,
It's
you got your
true.
own little language going.
What's your favorite singer or type of group?
Ah. I really like Linkin Park.
Oh wow!
Yeah, the band is awesome.
No, it's a
Nice.
heavy metal. Not
They
heavy,
used
but
to have. There's like a mix of also like I mean not all only heavy, but yeah, they have some.
rock basically. Yeah, rock music.
But my favorite kind of music is actually electronic beats. I make electronic beats.
Oh, okay. Like that EDM stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's cool. Amir?
It's a really difficult one, because I love an eclectic range of music,
I know
ranging
what you mean.
from like
Same.
classic to like old school hip hop to anything really. Hebrew music, Indian music, Greek music, Arabic music. I love like
Hearing it,
lots of
yeah.
different. Yeah, and there's top for each kind of genre, if you see what I mean.
I know what you mean. I 100%. I couldn't answer this question.
It's so difficult, but
Yeah,
in
I couldn't
terms of
answer
like
this question, I don't think.
so the first one, it was like singer in terms of her voice or his or her voice. So I think of singing, not just rap or a group or something. So in terms of singing, a singer, I would have to say Alicia Keys. I think she's just got a phenomenal voice.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get brownie points because my partner, Joanna, is the biggest Alicia Keys fan ever. So I get brownie points for that one.
When you hear her songs, you know who she is.
She's incredible. She's the way she sings, the way she performs with the piano, and it's top quality.
She's a class act from what you hear of her and the things that she does, positive things for the community and everything like that. 100%. You don't really read about her, dismissing fans or being rude or ignorant or anything like that. She's always been a very good, upstanding member of the community.
Classy lady. Classy lady.
100%. Good shout.
What's your favorite card game?
For me, it's got to be poker. Texas Hold'em. Hold'em. Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because I don't know that many card games, but I do. I tried poker out of like maybe 4 or 5, and I liked it.
There's different variations of poker, though, Abood. There's 5 cards, 7 cards, this, Texas Hold'em, this, and that. Oh, man.
Oh, right.
So many different variations. So many different variations.
Yeah. But I think that's why I like Texas Hold'em the most, because it's like you can still technically win even if you don't have good cards. If you're good at bluffing and if you can read a table, you technically don't need good cards to win.
Well, that's what the World Series of
making it.
Well, the World Series poker champion a few years ago, Johnny Tran, I believe his name is. I think I got the last name probably wrong. And he was known. This guy wouldn't even look at his cards sometimes. And he would just read other people's reactions. He was known to just read body language. And he could tell you what cards you're holding.
Yeah.
Wow.
And not even have looked at his own cards.
Yeah,
it was crazy. I saw this one little video, like a documentary kind of thing that he did, behind the scenes kind of thing. And it was just amazing. And then we got Daniel Negreanu, who's Canadian.
Yeah, I know the guy.
And he actually is really good because he shares his tips and tricks and everything, and has done a little bit of for sharing his information. But sorry, I'm interrupting your game.
Oh, what's your favorite football team other than Tottenham?
One really nice football team I like because of the fans, because they have really amazing fans, are it's not Partizan, it's Panathinaikos.
The Greek team?
In Greece, they're very good.
Really, really like wow fan base and awesome champions.
Passionate, yeah, definitely.
I don't know any of the actual players, but
I'm shocked you even pulled out a team like that out of somewhere, though. So good for you, Abood. See, you know more than you thought.
Thank you.
With me, I'd say my second team at the moment in the world would have to be Kiryat Shmona. which is a team in the Israeli Premier League. Kiryat Shmona is the most northern city in Israel. It's very close to the border with Lebanon.
Okay.
And the reason I support them or want them to do well is that I have a friend of mine's brother from my kibbutz, my little village down south, who actually is the starting striker for that team. So he's
Wow.
yeah,
And
and you know what? He did amazing last season, Bobby. He banged in 15 goals. Like incredible season. So we're really hoping
that is actually awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you'd given any other answer other than that team, I'd have to say I'd be a bit disappointed then.
Exactly.
So again, you're holding your level high, sir. Your class level is high. Good for you for shouting out that young man. And what's his name?
Top lad. You can search for him on YouTube. His name's Itamar Shviro. I'll put it in the chat so you can
Please do.
have his name.
Please do. Yes.
Yeah, he's a really great kid as well. Obviously, I know him and his family from our village, and I'm very good friends with his brother. He's just a really, really nice, humble kid. We used to play football together, so when we were like 19, 20, 21, he was a lot younger, 11, 12, whatever he was at that age. We'd always bring him to play with the older kids, to try and get him experience. And then from there, he just flew. He joined Maccabi Tel Aviv Youth and Hapoel Beersheva. There you go, Itamar Shviro. Check him out. Hopefully, big things coming for this kid. Hopefully he had a great season this season too.
You heard it here, folks. You heard the name drop here first. So get behind this young man and let's give him some support and some love.
Definitely.
And let him know Amir sent you. There you go. Go ahead, my man.
Before I get into that, I just want to say that it reminded me because he said he got 15 goals last season.
Goals, yeah.
Did you know that I got 15 goals in my house league last season?
Oh man, little K, you're a little legend. Banging them in for fun, eh?
Oh, last season he was. This season he's not banging them in, but he's letting everybody else bang him in. He's 7 goals?
7 goals and 21 assists.
21 assists in 10 games. Not bad.
21 assists. Incredible.
He sprays the ball like Penny Sheringham. I love it. Yeah.
Incredible.
Well, that's only because somebody during COVID put on a little extra, a little something here with too much pasta. So now he can't make the runs. So he lets his teammates make the runs while he puts the ball in front of him.
I was more fat last season and I still scored 50
You're not.
goals.
You. That's not called fat. It's called insulation. We're in Canada. We have to protect ourselves from the winter.
Oh yeah,
you
need
one
to
ab,
prepare for winter.
Yeah, we got one ab. We're the one ab crew. We're gonna change the channel name to the one ab crew.
It's also really jiggly.
It's jiggly. Yeah, but nobody likes Jello. We like jelly.
How is the weather?
No, we don't like jam. We like jelly because jelly jiggles, right?
What's that, Abood? We can't hear you, bro.
I'm saying, how is the weather, by the way, over there in Canada?
Well, right now it's beautiful. Today was a cooler day. It was like 26 degrees Celsius. So
nice.
A bit of overcast and everything. But the last few days has been in the 30s, 34. But we get that humid heat over here. So yeah. So
the next over next year, actually, to Canada.
Yeah, the next 6-8 weeks is gonna get really, really toasty before it starts cooling off as we go into our fall now.
All right. Let's get into the next question. What's your most disliked team?
Disliked team.
Chelsea.
I think Amir doesn't like Chelsea.
I don't think he likes
Chelsea.
Wow, I'm thinking about it.
And Abood?
Just say Arsenal.
See, like one of the reasons why I opened the Open Peace podcast is I'm very neutral, so it's hard for me to hate any team. But
that's why we use the word dislike, not hate.
All right. You're right.
You guys don't have hate.
He's got you there, Abood.
That's yeah. But I think like,
and we actually, believe it or not, we wrote the question that way. What team do you hate? What's the team you hate the most? And I said to them, I said they don't use the words like that on this channel.
Well done. Well, I love that. Thank you for that.
It was me.
No. Yeah, no, it was you. Yeah, Glory Hog. Yeah,
you're completely right. I don't hate any team, but I have some like friends who I mean, you can get very passionate about football, but not to a point where you might break something in the house, you know? So they kind of like make me
What?
anxious if I watch a video next to them. And that team is Bayern München.
Bayern Munich.
Wow.
Bayern Munich.
I don't understand why their fans would ever be upset. They win everything and
know, but-
anything under the sun.
I know. Good point. Thank you.
And we
But-
already know they've won the German league already, you know.
Yeah,
winning
7
6-0.
games in.
Yeah.
7
And I
games
love
into the
some
season, the
players.
league is settled.
Don't get me wrong. I love some players over there, but like I love the goalkeeper. What's his name?
Neuer?
Yeah, I think he's awesome. But
Yeah.
Top quality.
Well, you're
Top
getting
quality.
massive brownie points with Big K, Abood.
let's go.
That's why he wants to be a goalie, because of Neuer.
Yeah,
That's his favorite player in the world.
That
Eric
is very
Dier's
true.
favorite Tottenham player. So you nailed both on the head, and you sat here and tried to tell us you don't know about football, but you obviously know Big K. My man. I don't know if you heard him back there.
Yeah.
What's your favorite dream vacation?
Dream vacation, Hawaii.
Hawaii. Okay.
I don't know, but like I don't know if it's the movies or I don't know if it's me liking islands, but it's probably the movies. I have really good like memories of some movies, and I want to go there and like I don't know. I've seen some cool videos, not videos, but also stories.
I kind of want to go to Hawaii too, but I'm scared of going because of the volcano.
It's only in movies, buddy. It's only in movies.
What if you're
Yeah.
erupting then?
It's only in movies. Don't worry.
Yeah, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Okay. You'll be all right.
If I'm in the water.
Um
I
And also, if I want to add just one more,
sure, go for it.
I would probably go with California nature. I think it's. I don't know. That's one thing I liked.
Okay.
We got a lot of nature in Canada, but
Also,
it's true.
I'm
It's
telling. I
true.
don't know if you heard me or not, but
just
I'm coming
saying.
to Canada. Maybe you didn't hear
Wait, say
me.
that again, Abood. I don't think he heard you, bro.
I'm saying I don't know if you heard me or not, but I'm coming to Canada next year. So
oh no way! Where?
I don't know exactly yet, but I have a friend. I forgot even I don't know exactly what city is he from over there, but I've been in contact with him for over a year now, and I forgot the name. He told me the city, but we were planning. Me and my
Do you
wife.
know if it's closer to like Vancouver side, Toronto side?
Well, I do know that
Halifax?
last month or like 2 months ago, even a month and a half, they had a lot of flood, like completely closed their roads.
That's not us.
Where did you have floods, Bobby? We'll figure it out.
We'll have to figure it out. We'll have to figure it out. Now, man, Abood's gonna make me do homework after the show ends.
But I'm bad with the city names. I'm bad with geography. I don't know
Well,
exactly.
you got our number, so make sure you keep in touch and let us know when you're over here. And if,
Sure.
if we're definitely in touching distance, we will definitely connect, sir. We will definitely connect.
Abood, you have a lot of friends.
All around the world.
Thank you.
What happens when
Yeah.
you're a good person? You make friends all around the world.
And when
You're right. You're right.
And when you're an Eric Dyer fan, of course. Yes, Jay. Thank you for that.
And
Thank
Amir,
you.
what's your dream location, Amir?
My dream vacation would be to take all my friends and family, get everyone together, and go on safari in Namibia, in Africa.
Oh,
Namibia?
for me.
That's
Yeah.
where your friend Chee's family is from.
oh really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've got a friend of his.
How do you not know?
His friend on his football team that he's become very close to is actually upstairs right now. His dad is from Namibia, and his mom's born and
wow.
raised here in Canada.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
Of all the places you could have picked in Africa.
Yeah, exactly.
With
Well,
that,
do you know what it
yeah.
is about Namibia, Bobby? It's, I'm originally from the desert here in Israel, and Namibia has some of the most beautiful desert landscapes in the world by far, and the oldest desert as well, the Kalahari. So, for me, it's always been a dream, and just to see like the wildlife, wild tigers and lions and cheetahs and leopards, and like,
Makes you
Just-
feel alive.
yeah, just to be in that environment. I mean, I would love it. I would love it.
Nice, nice.
What's your guys' favorite country in the world?
Favorite country in the world? Good question. I never thought about it. Wow. I love where I live. It's kind of chill. Um, there's Israel. There's Palestine. It's like there's. I think it would be here. I mean, that's where I feel most home. I love the U.S. By the way, I've been there only for 5 days, but I love it. And I grew up watching a lot of Cartoon Network, so I love the American culture. And that would be like if I had to choose other than my country, it would be probably the U.S.
Yeah, Abood, we got to remind you that we're Canadians, eh? So if you're gonna give that
I know,
answer, you're
sorry.
better off saying Canada instead
I
of
know.
U.S.
Oh,
consistently.
sure. Well, I
Okay.
mean, I don't know.
Yeah, they get enough praise as it is. Okay, we're little brother. We need some loving too sometimes. Okay.
And Abood,
Don't worry.
you've just handed the win to me, buddy. You've just handed the win to me. You've just you've picked the US. I'm obviously gonna go with the Maple Leaf country, the best country in the world. Canada.
What a great choice! What a great choice!
The best people, the nicest nature, the best food, the best ski. You guys
Really,
have
the
got it
best
all.
food? Nice. We'll find out next year.
Poutine.
Well, Maple Leaf, they've got the best maple syrup
in the world.
in the world by far, bro.
No
By
competition.
far, by far.
And free healthcare.
That's where the sign comes from. The maple tree.
Yeah.
Where it comes from, buddy. That's it. I've got friends of mine that actually refine and take out their own maple up here. So when you're here, Abood, we're gonna get you not something out of a store. We'll get it straight from the maple farm.
Some organic stuff. I like that.
Very fresh.
What's
We'll take you to a tree and let you tap it and do it. Oh, sorry.
What's your favorite
Maybe
dream
we should
car?
get that stuff here. Sorry, little K.
What's your favorite dream car?
I think it's the Porsche.
Good call.
I love Porsche.
Mine,
Literally the Porsche Turbo S. Something like that. It's called. So.
All right. So you're gonna tally up your points there. Amir didn't give you his answer?
Ooh, for a car.
You already won a mirror, so there's no point in giving you an answer.
I would probably go for maybe a Toyota Land Cruiser or something like that, so I could get around everywhere.
Nice SUV, kind of that doesn't stop anywhere. Yeah,
nice Jeep, and raise it up a little bit, and no problems. That would be my.
Well, that'll definitely help you over getting into your all the different places that you want to go through, the deserts and the forestries and everything.
That's
And
what
see
you
your
You will need a
wildlife.
4x4. Last time I went to the desert with the two-wheel car was not that nice.
No, I don't think so. Try to drive a Lamborghini through sand. Don't think you're going to get too far.
Sure.
Do we have a winner?
Yes, we do.
So that was a quick tally. I have a feeling that the second last answer influenced this decision heavily.
Abood won.
Abood won first. Oh no, Abood won the first game though.
No,
Amir did.
What was
Amir won
Amir?
the first game? Oh,
Abood had to have won the second one. Why can't I tell?
oh, that's true. Yeah, but Abood said Manuel Neuer.
That's him. He's
Why
on
can't I tell?
Yeah, no, but it's a game. It's a
Oh,
show
his
from. Okay.
He's-
Sorry, boss.
For him, it's pay to win.
Okay, go ahead. Do your thing.
So Abood had 19.9 million, and Amir had 20 million.
No, you didn't add this for Abood. You didn't add this one here for Abood, which means Abood has 20.1 million, making Abood the winner, which means Amir won game 1 and Abood won game 2.
Oh,
I
man.
got it. Sorry, Amir, bro. One day you win, one day you lose.
Into a playoff we go. And what did you just write? Because Canadians are known to be so nice, that's why we will be nice to Abood, even though we all know Amir really won.
That's priceless.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting thrown out. The king of the castle will take over and ask you the last questions before we wrap up with you boys.
Go ahead.
Let's do it.
Ew.
I know it's warm, eh?
Dad took a dookie.
Over.
There you go.
Right. How long have you supported Spurs, and why did you start supporting them?
I think this will be for Amir. Because Abood's going to ask us if this is another football
I
question.
can answer that though.
Oh, that one you can answer? Okay, we'll let you answer first then, Abood.
Sure. How long? Probably like an hour and 15 minutes ago since I met you guys. And like honestly, so
One more to the
That's
army
a
of Brood.
standing ovation
One more
answer, that
Spurs
one.
boy.
What an answer. That's got to be one of my
Honestly.
favorite answers we've got for any question we've ever asked so far.
No, honestly, like yeah, I love your passion for the team, and I love what you've built for the podcast here. It looks amazing. I think football, gets people together. They enjoy, like the art, like really. So, and I love that. So, let's go Spurs.
Yeah, come on, Abood. That's it. You're a
That's
Spurs for
it.
life now. I'm going to be dragging you to matches your whole life. You're doomed, Abood. You better
Let's
warn
go.
your wife. You better warn your wife.
I
Next
would
time
love
we
to.
see Abood, he's going to have Tottenham tattoos and everything.
Yeah.
Tottenham
Yeah.
scarf on, Tottenham toque
I'm
on.
coming next year. I'm gonna watch a match. I love atmospheres.
The
Yeah.
atmosphere there is. I honestly, personally cannot wait to get over there and watch a game. I've never been to Tottenham in my life.
Same
I've been
here.
a fan
Oh,
for 30 years.
Bobby.
I've been to one game, Amir, in my life, and a real game, that is a league game, and that was at Wembley at the time. It was in 2018.
Ah,
when I went,
Wembley, when
so
we were doing this
I've never
stadium.
gotten to Tottenham, and I'm hoping one day I
You've
can
got to
get
make it
over
happen.
and maybe this
You've got
young
to
man
make
will
it.
be playing for us then, huh?
Hopefully.
We
Yeah,
believe.
there you go. There you go. And what about you, Amir?
So for me, it was, I was brought up in North London, and, in North London, there's only one team because the other team is originally from Woolwich, South London. So there was no real choice. It was always the mighty Tottenham Hotspurs. My uncle was the one who got me into it, because I've got a confession to make. I do have family that are Arsenal, unfortunately.
Watch your language, man.
I know. So I could have got dragged a different route. I could have, but my uncle saved me. He took me down to the lane as a boy, and I just fell in love with the team, the atmosphere, the club. And we were shocking back then, guys. The early 90s was not a good time for Tottenham
92, I
Hotspur.
became a fan, so I know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was this bad that I went to the stadium 9 or 10 times before even seeing a win. That's how bad we were. Yeah.
Wow.
It was either loss or a draw. So, things are looking fantastically for us at the moment, especially when you were raised on that childhood,
Finally. I just want to say shout out to Amir's uncle. Well done, sir.
Yep.
Well done.
Cheers, Tony. Cheers, mate.
Good job, Uncle Tony.
Good job,
Yeah.
Good job, Uncle Tony.
Thank you, Tony.
Go on.
Okay. For the Chelsea game, do you think Conte would change the starting lineup?
Abood, you can just say yes or no.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
No, I agree. I agree with Abood. I think he will.
There
change
we go.
things up. Yeah, I think he will. I think we could see Basuma come in and play. I've got a feeling.
Yes, not out for Richarlison, because Richarlison could finish.
Wow. Why do you got to create controversy in front of two people that preach peace? Can't be starting a brothers' battle in front of them. Okay? Do it after
Right.
the show, like I told you. Any other changes than Basuma that you'd like to see come in?
I mean, Perisic would be fantastic just because he's an amazing player, but I'd keep Cess on because he played so well. He did fantastically. And I believe that if you've shown your ability once, you should then get the chance to improve on it the next game. So
100%.
I think he should get the nod.
Yeah, I agree with you only because for two things is that if you take him out now after having a good game, do you dent his confidence? And secondly, if you start with Perisic and Perisic is off, then we're not really upgrading by bringing on Cess. Whereas if we do look at the other way and Cess is struggling, we have a known player that we know has quality that can come into the field and make that difference. So that's for that reason alone, I would definitely 100% start with Cess. and just give the kid a crack, and let's see how high his confidence and his ceiling can go, because this is his opportunity, and I think he knows that, and I think he's going to take full advantage of it this term. So let's hope.
Why not play Perisic on the right? Because you can play right wing back, left wing back, and
I think we got 3 right wing backs that we need to alternate over there before we start looking at the fourth.
True.
If you could only eat one chocolate bar or candy for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
Now, Abood, we're getting into it. This is a question you can't get away with a one-word answer, Abood.
No,
oh wait, you
I'm
can
sure.
if it's the name of the chocolate,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, okay.
So it's like, I don't know if you know this, but it's called halva.
Halva?
Halva. It's
That's a
made
good
from
shout.
tahini. You know tahini?
Good shout.
Well,
You need to
basically
look-
it's sesame paste, but it's basically made in a way where it's like doesn't look like sesame at all. Really, it looks like, well, the kind I like. It looks like it's like white hairs, almost like the sugary hair.
Okay, so it is something sweet.
It's pretty sweet, but it's made from
yeah.
sesame, and it's called halva. Halva. Oh my god, that tastes really good. My family makes it, so that's also one bias, but it's pretty good.
I wonder if it's anything. So we have something that is similar in Indian culture called halwa.
Oh wow! Well,
So I wonder if it's something. It's a really sugary little thing too. So I wonder. I'm curious. I'm gonna have to check this out.
I'm sending you a link for the tahini and for the halva, because I know what Abood's talking about, and it's very good. And I'm wondering if it's the same in India as well, Bobby. You might want to check. It's the second one. You break off little bits of it, and it's just delicious and like energy, and it's Abood. Halva's a very good shout.
Oh,
Very
you
good.
know what? This is actually very similar to halwa. Then it's actually very similar. I bet you just a few of the ingredients are a little bit different here.
Before.
It's like our what we would call mithai or barfi or something like that, where it's just Indian sweets basically. But instead of sesame, we predominantly make it with butter. Butter and sugar. Which in Indian, butter goes in everything, right? Butter, and turmeric, and
Butter chicken.
and butter and butter chicken. Yeah, shocking, isn't it? There's also chicken and butter chicken.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Ooh, crazy stuff. Crazy.
I like turmeric.
Did you know there's flavor in food?
What's your answer, Amir?
So
It's
difficult.
called long enough.
No, but that's such an unfair question. You know what I mean? That's
You didn't think this was going to be easy, did you? Just because the kids.
I thought I was in for a smooth ride. Not at all. Not at all.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, there's only one more question after this, so you're almost out of the frying pan.
So one chocolate.
Blue's sitting back there chilling. He's like, I gave a great answer.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about it before. Honestly,
Nice.
If I'm stuck with one snack, what it would be? Halva. So I already have the answer.
Here, if it helps you out, Amir, mine would be Twix, because you can never get sick of Twix.
Okay.
Caramel, chocolate.
Do you know, now that you've said that, it's popped something, not Twix, but it's popped into my head. Ferrero Rocher. Ferrero Rocher.
I love that.
All day long. All day long. That's what I
I
would
just
say.
had one actually like an hour ago.
You're kidding me, Abood.
No
Man,
joke.
can you chuck me one over there from Arguin, please?
Open your window. Open your window. I hope you got a strong arm on you, Abood. With the right wind, you might be able to throw it 55-minute drive away.
Yeah. It's ready, bro. Just come.
Should be able to get done. Now, the final question.
Who do you think will win a trophy first, England or Tottenham?
Tottenham, hands down.
Tottenham.
England will not win anything as long as Gareth Southgate's manager. That's just my opinion. But
I agree to that.
We're going to give that a big fat true. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Abood, you agree with Amir?
I agree.
Yeah.
yes, Abood. Of
Because
course.
Abood and me were talking. He's like, Southgate's absolutely rubbish. His tactical decisions are absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
He's a defensive manager. He's not the right man for England. He doesn't suit the system. He doesn't suit the players that we have available.
Only
right
way we're
now
going to
for the
win is if
system.
he calls up
Right?
Eric Dyer.
I was shocked when Abood was telling me. Abood said that to me. He goes, "Why is Maguire there instead of Dyer?"
I know, right?
Yeah, he was upset about it. It was actually quite the in-depth conversation we
And
were
why
having.
is Jack Grealish in it for son?
I did hear about Maguire.
Why is Jack Grealish in the England team instead of Son, who's
Are
South
you-
Korean? Okay, son. Back into your seat. Into
okay,
your
son.
seat now.
Wait.
Back into your no.
I just have to say that Abood is very ball knowledgeable, by the way.
Yes, very ball knowledgeable. He tried to
Thank you.
pretend to us that he didn't have any ball knowledge, but he's very knowledgeable.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, thank you.
These are what you call
Oh,
well-rounders, all-rounders.
Oh,
Right? They're the all-rounders. So, gentlemen, you did it. You got through the full interview. You got through the
Yeah.
2 games. You both can claim a victory each. Moral victory. You can take your points. You can banter each other as much as you want. You guys have the home and away. Both of you won your home series. So you are still tied. And how you want to break that tie will have to be decided another day.
Yep.
Sure. I thought for a second you're gonna say like rock paper scissors, but okay, sure.
Whoa, rock,
Oh,
paper,
we
scissors.
could.
Hold on a second here. When you bring up that game, you know it's you kind of opened Pandora's box over here because they
So
always
now we
gotta
gotta
have
do it.
now they have to do one.
Yep. Rock,
So
paper, scissors.
go for it.
Amir, on the count of 3, buddy.
No, they're gonna go against each other.
I know, best out 3.
No, they're going against each. Oh, you're counting scores. Oh, you're the okay. Go ahead, Judge.
On the
Ready,
count
guys?
of 3.
Best
Are we doing this in English, Abood, or Hebrew? How are we doing
English,
this, bro?
English, yeah.
Yeah,
English.
English. 'Cause my Hebrew is terrible.
Okay.
Go for it. Best of 3.
Okay. So wait, rock, paper, on scissors. We let it loose.
So
yeah?
rock, paper,
scissors.
scissors.
Let's
Right.
do it.
Paper covers rock.
Paper, scissors.
Paper covers rock. Scissors, paper. Rock smashes scissors.
Who's saying it? Who's saying
We'll
it?
count it down, and as soon as we drop the 3, you dropped your hand. So it's 1, 2, 3.
Let's go.
Right?
Amir, I'm gonna warn you, bro. I don't use papers a lot, but okay.
All right, no worries.
Yeah, I'm playing
bro.
mind games. Never mind.
No worries, brother. No worries. No worries.
Okay.
I'm as
ready?
solid as a rock, Abood. Solid as
Okay,
a
go
rock.
for it.
All right, we ready, gentlemen, for the tiebreaker live here on the Three Spurs Boys. Here we go into the final round. We've got Abood against Amir from the Open Peace Podcast, who will walk out with the grand championship from the Three Spurs Boys. Round 1. It's round 1.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Rock, paper.
You gotta show us, Amir. You gotta show us, Amir. You can't hold
Wait
it
a
down here.
second.
I missed
was
the
like
camera, guys. I
There you
missed
go.
it. It was below.
Does that count?
I don't know. I didn't see either of your answers. So
I took the scissors out, Abood. I don't know. What did you have?
I mean, I believe you, but that's like playing rock, paper, scissors and doing it under the table. So I don't know. If
You're
that-
right. You're right. Look, I'll try and move back a little bit so it's a bit more. There
Sure.
we go.
let's
Go
keep
for
it
it.
fair, gentlemen. Let's keep it fair, okay?
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, round 1, starting all over again. That was the warm-up round, ladies and gentlemen. Warm-up round. The real round starts now. Count it down.
Right.
He's doing it wrong.
No, he just wants to reveal his answer one time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Rock. Oh, wait a second. Are we not saying rock, paper, scissors?
No, you.
No, No, he just
Okay,
goes
so
1,
on the
2,
go, on
3.
the go.
Reveal your answer.
Okay.
On
the
free,
go.
Abood. On free.
Yeah.
Sure.
Go.
1, 2, banana. 1,
Okay.
2,
Ready?
3.
Tie.
Oh, scissors.
Tie.
Scissors on both.
Okay.
Scissors on both.
All right, got you.
Paper. Oh, 1.
Yeah, it's rock, paper,
2,
scissors, shoot, and that's
3.
when they should go.
Boom.
Hey.
Oh,
One.
Abood is up 1. Abood is winning round 1.
Oh,
Go
Now
for it.
into round 2.
Ready?
Rock. 1, 2, 3.
Whoop. Ooh.
Oh.
No, it's best out of
No, it's best out
three.
of 3. Best out of 3. And Abood comes and takes both games from
I mean, sorry, Amir. I have,
And Amir in private messages has just told us that he's logging off.
I'm out. I'm
That's
gone.
it. He's out. He's out. And all seriousness, gentlemen, we're at an hour and a half here.
Yeah.
We're so appreciative of you guys taking
Thank you.
this
That
time.
was
out for
awesome.
us.
Thank
You
you,
know,
guys.
we're just so grateful that you guys joined us on this day. We're so grateful that you've come into our lives, and your channel has come into our lives, and your message has come into our lives. We hope that anybody watching this, even one of you, get over there, like and subscribe to the Open Peace podcast. Check these boys out, give them some love, see the message that you're trying to share, and spread the same message. It costs you absolutely nothing but a little bit of time, and I assure you, it is time well invested.
Yep.
Put down the phone for 5 minutes. Stop watching that silly sitcom or silly real life drama on TV. Don't worry about other people's lives. Worry about your own. And please get over there and support the beautiful, beautiful message of peace these boys are trying to spread.
Thank you, guys.
Gentlemen, any other social information other than Open Peace Podcast on YouTube you'd like to share before you leave us?
You guys can find me as well if you want. I'll find you a link quickly. You can find me at Israel Uncovered on Instagram, and that's just my tour guide page. So I promote and I share all the most kind of beautiful, unknown places around Israel, the Holy Land, and I give explanations about them, where you can go, how you can see them. It's a great place for people that want to get to know Israel a little bit more, just to have a quick look. And I'll
you can follow my Instagram, Abood Cohen here. I'll be sharing also, like what Amir said, I'm very passionate about the Holy Land, and we'll be sharing a lot of things over there, exciting things. So
wonderful. Well, gentlemen, thank you very much again for your time today. We look forward to speaking to you again in the future. And keep up the great work. God bless you and good luck. We wish you nothing but the very best with your channel. Okay.
Thank you for having us, Bobby. Thank you, Big K. Thank you, Little K.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Honestly, real pleasure, guys. Real pleasure. And never lose that passion for Tottenham Hotspur, eh?
Come on.
We're bringing it home this season.
We'll
We're bringing it home.
and we're going to make sure Abood finds it. Everybody, next time you see Abood, he'll be lily white and blue from top to bottom.
You got it. I got it.
Great, guys. Thank you very much. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Wow, guys. Two lovely, lovely gentlemen. How lucky were we not to only meet them through this community and get the love that they've given us, but to get to know them better and then share their stories with us today. So we're very fortunate. Get over to the Open Peace podcast. Make sure you check these boys out. Give them some love. Give them some support. See you next time.
Remember, guys, today is to do.
So go for it!
Come on, you Spurs!
We sang in France, we sang in Spain, we sing in the sun and we sing in the rain. They tried to stop us, but they didn't. The thing we love most is being a kid, being a kid, being a kid. The thing we love most is being a kid.
Come on, you Spurs!
Make sure to like and subscribe.